Welcome back to another Germany moving vlog. It is April 1st, which means that we've officially been in Vienna for 2.5 weeks now, and life looks totally different than it did a month ago at this time. On March 1st, we were still in our apartment, kind of packed, but not really. And yeah, now we've been here for 2.5 weeks. Jake is working, I'm not working, which is a change. And yeah, just life looks really different and feels really different. So I thought I'd vlog what it's been looking like these past couple of weeks and the routine that we found ourselves in, but then also share some fun new things that we're gonna try and a couple new grocery items that I'm really excited about and some day trips that we're hoping to take. So welcome into this vlog. The first thing that I'm going to do today is go to the Tauschhaus, which is the exchange house here. It's run by the city, and I think the best way to describe it is kind of like a giant free box. So residents of Vienna can bring in books, games, home goods that they don't use anymore, and then other residents can take these items for free. And so I popped in yesterday to get some glassware. And I think that today I'm looking for a place to put our espresso pods, since I realized I didn't get something for that yesterday, and we have just been using a old vegetable bag that is not in the best condition. So that is the errand today. And then this afternoon I'm meeting a friend on Bumble BFF in real life, and we're gonna grab a coffee. So I'm excited and nervous for that, and yeah, just excited to show you guys around a few more days in our life in Germany. I'm back with the Tauschhaus haul. I've been twice since moving in actually, and on the first visit I got a tumbler for Jake to take his coffee to work in, and this glass that I can use to make iced coffee in. And I also found this cute little glass German boot that I converted into a match holder. So matches are there, and then I cut the striker out of a matchbox and use adhesive to strike it on the bottom there. So now you can take your matches and poof. So anyways, that was my first round of items that I got from the Tauschhaus. And then today I got this little crystal bowl. My mom sent us an Easter care package with a bunch of Haribo, so I'm gonna clean this up and use it to keep our candy and our gummies in. So I'm really excited about that. And then the main item that we were looking for was a place to put our discarded espresso capsules. So our machine right now, it can only do one at a time, and you need to take the espressos out and they're still hot, and then you need to recycle them, especially here. So I wanted to get a place that we could pop our old discarded pods, and I found this guy. So it's got a lid. We can take our used espresso pods, pop them in here until we're ready to recycle them. Okay, so we have the lunch of champions. We've got some leftover spätzle, a plum, a pickup, and a roll. And these rolls are so good, and they're 7 for €1, so they're quite the deal too. Another update is that I've been trying to crochet. The crochet yarn here for the amigurumi kits that I've been doing is a lot thinner than the yarn that I'm used to working on, and I'm a beginner crochet person anyways. And I've been drinking wine while crocheting and just making this deformed looking animal. First German amigurumi. Still cute though, still cute.
This is what I wanted, okay? This is the pastels, and this is what I got!
On Friday, we did our very first day trip from Vienna to Erfurt. It's about 30 minutes away on train, and to be honest, when we woke up this morning, we weren't set on doing a day trip. It kind of occurred to us over brunch that, why don't we go? I mean, it's Good Friday, a lot of places will be closed, but we can still kind of walk around, get our bearings, and just sightsee. The city was gorgeous and is really fun because the German equivalent of PBS space there, Kika, and so they have statues of all of their cartoon characters around town for you to find and take pictures with. Of course, not every single place was closed. We still found cake, and we even got our very first taste of Eierlikör. It tastes delicious, like melted vanilla ice cream, and I'm sure serving it in an ice cream cone doesn't really help with that comparison, but it was so good. Erfurt is also home to Kramerbrücke, which is over the Jura River. Okay, and a little fun fact here from Wikipedia. It is the longest bridge in Europe continuously lined with buildings, as you can see. Erfurt is also home to the Erfurt Cathedral, which full name, Cathedral of St. Mary. It's a Catholic church and it was just absolutely gorgeous, although we didn't take footage inside this day because Mass was going on when we were there. Oh yeah. Do you remember what city we're in? We also found that Erfurt is, to our surprise, the home of this large citadel. Yeah, so Jake is pointing out that Jena is all the way that way. About what, 30-minute train ride, yeah? Mm-hmm. Not too bad. So short, we're thinking about coming back again tomorrow when more things are open. Did you know that Erfurt had a really beautifully redone citadel? I did not know that either. Yeah, it's beautiful.
You're above that crane.
Wow, we're high. And we ended our very first German day trip with gummies and train beer. Chat, hi. Welcome back to today's vlog. Today we're doing another day trip to Leipzig. No, wrong. I gotta start over. Today, we're going back to Erfurt for a second time. We got the Deutschbahn pass and now we can't stop taking day trips. Yesterday, we didn't even intend to go to Erfurt. We were just having brunch and then we looked at each other and said, we could take a day trip today. So we got on the train and we spent like 5-ish hours in Erfurt and it was really fun. We tried Eierlikör, we walked around and just kind of did a lot of like sightseeing because there was a decent amount of people visiting, but not a lot of places open just because it was Good Friday. So today we're going back and it's Saturday, the Saturday before Easter, so hopefully things will be a little bit more lively and there'll be more stores open, but it's also raining, so we'll see how that plays into the dynamic, but we've been, yeah, so far so good, enjoying the Deutschbahn pass, and I feel like it'll be really hard for us to stay put in the weekends if we have the ability to take these trains to different cities because it's so fun exploring, so Jake, you got any updates for the vlog?
No, none.
No updates from Jake. Thank you. On our second day in Erfurt, a wurst stand was open that wasn't open when we were there on Friday, so we had to start our trip with a Thuringian wurst. Just today we were buying mustard at the grocery store and got this brand. Didn't realize that it has a store here in Erfurt, and so we got, naturally, mustard flavored liqueur. I'm not very good at the influencer hand thing. There you go. That keychain's coming in handy.
Best. €2.
We spent the afternoon sitting at the river and just people watching and duck watching. And then there was a spring carnival going on, so we definitely walked through it, checked out the concession options, and played bumper cars. And it felt like everybody else was being so civil. I felt like Jake and I were the only people that were actually bumping cars with others, so. Full-size Tower of Terror. That night we caught the train home and I decided to catch up on my junk journaling. Not some mustard. Anything else?
Mustard flavored for sure. Yep.
I wouldn't say bad though, right?
It tastes like liqueur with mustard for sure.
Okay, emboldened by my shot of mustard liqueur, I have started junk journaling for some of my things that I collected this weekend. Good morning. Today is Easter and I just had to pause the Eurosport. We have been watching cycling all day. Tour of Flanders is on, so we are watching that. We made breakfast and now I'm just sitting down with my junk journal and I realized I haven't done an update on this in a little bit. In my last vlog I showed the first page that I made when we were in Berlin, but since then I've done 3 more pages that I thought I would take the vlog through. The first page I did was just a little first week in Jana vlog. I have a new liquor we tried, some espresso capsules that we bought, this little guy that's on the paper towels there, transit passes, some city maps, and just little business cards from places that we tried out and icons from receipts. So that is the first page. And then I did one other Jana page just with day-to-day things that I got. We have our Netto receipt, a little emblem to show that I'm all signed up for insurance thanks to Jake, the little crochet project I'm working on, and a few, just a few mementos from receipts and from bags of items I've purchased and from brochures that we got around town. And then the most recent junk journal page is the Erfurt page. So this one has a few stickers from little bags, from items we bought, brochures from stores we visited, and then some tourist information decals here. I put a map of the city in the background and then did a few little items from like the mustard liquor we tried last night and then the döner that we got on our first day there, as well as this little duck that I made out of paper. And they had this really funny sign that said "Brot is tot, so don't feed ducks bread." So I made a little duck emblem out of the same yellow paper that was this brochure. So yeah, there's my junk journal update so far. It's been really fun. I've really enjoyed collecting things for it and just collaging it all out at nights. It's been really enjoyable. Jake also made me a little Easter basket with these cute little ladybug chocolates in there, so I've been eating them and having more espresso. And I think later today we're gonna check out our first Carl Zeiss soccer game. They have a women's game today at like 4-ish, so we're gonna go check out the stadium and the environment and definitely eat a wurst there. So that is our Easter plan for today. Shoot up time. It was a women's tournament game, so they had to go into overtime. So we watched 2 15-minute rounds of overtime and then a shootout. So very exciting. They did lose, but great game. And we're ending the night with some wurst, some potato dumplings, and Eierlikör.
Ooh. Oh, you're so good.